Yeah, all right. And then kind of now with the 2025 events complete, if you go to our homepage, the Illinois homepage, go to the showcases drop down. There's a 2025 event leaderboards page. It takes you to all the leaders from all of our events. Invite only events are included in that. So every event that we had is included in that. But today and kind of the next few weeks, we're going to break it down, talk by different positions, and just really highlight the leaderboard on the podcast. But today we're going to talk about the catchers. So really your catcher velo and pop time. So we just kind of have a name to talk through and maybe a few more. But if you guys want to just open it up, whoever wants to get in there, feel free just to bring up your first guy.
I can start us off. I'm going to go with Keenan Donaldson out of New Trier. As far as the velocity leaderboard, he's tied for 7th, 80 miles an hour from the crouch. And then pop time-wise, he finished with the 8th best in all of the state with a 182 to 201 pop time range. This summer, he kind of emerged on the scene. Him and I want to say maybe for you initially at a tournament. And then we had him, I want to say that was a West Suburban Summer ID, and was showing well there too. And we're like, hey, like we need to think about this guy for senior future games. We invite him. He comes down to Georgia, and I just loved how he played. Pretty hard-nosed style kid. Thought he was a very calm presence behind the plate for those pitchers guys he doesn't catch normally, and I felt like he held his own. And then in the box, right-handed hitter, felt like he had really good at-bats the entire, 3-game set. So he's still uncommitted out there as well, so any colleges listening to this, take a nice long look at Keenan Donaldson.
That's a perfect shout out. I can hop in here next with a guy who's absolutely all over this leaderboard, not even just in the catching department, but Zolan Wyatt from Lane Tech, 2027. So, I mean, he was number 4 in catcher velo at 83, number 16 in pop time with a 188 to a 202. But then moving over to offense, he's number 3 in max EV with 107.6, number 13 in average EV with 96.3, and then number 1 in peak distance and 419. And if I'm like 99% sure those offensive numbers came from the state games, because he was by far the loudest round that I saw on the day. And he was one that we also saw. I'm sorry, yeah. Gavin just gave me a shout that he's actually a 2026 grad. I saw him in the winter, and he made tremendous strides even just from the winter to the summer. And I was kind of keeping an eye on him in the spring, and he put together a good spring. But it seems like he's really turned it on, and things have really clicked for him, and he is a for sure uncommitted name to know.
I mean, you don't see too many 26s still floating around with those kind of just loud tools, Pete.
And built like that. He's every bit of 6'4" and lean and projectable.
I think that's a great call. I tried to put multiple guys on my list because a guy like Zolan Wyatt, I felt like a lot of us would gravitated towards. So I love it. Lane Tech. If you're in need of a catcher with arm strength, with power, check him out as well.
Yeah, I'm going to go with catcher Caleb Hornbrook from Normal UI, Lakeland commit. He's on this list in the catcher velos. He's tied for 6th with 81 mile per hour velocity. You go down to pop times. He is 17th with a 188 pop time. This guy also puts up 100 mile per hour exit velos. He also performs in game. I think he was one of the biggest winners during the state games, and also got to see him during the spring against Washington. He did really well. He was one of the top performers during that game as well. Just a guy that performs not only on defense but also offensively, and an impact guy that will go to Lakeland and looks really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with catcher Max Green out of Taylorville. He's a Heartland Community College commit. He was tied for the 6th highest catcher velo at 81 miles an hour and the 3rd best pop time at 180. I feel like he's just a name that's continually gotten better, and over the years, and we've kind of grown to like him more and more each time we see him, whether it's in game or at an event. But he's a good catcher back there defensively. Good hands, really receives it well, moves around well, blocks it up, and has a strong arm as well. At the plate, right-handed hitter. I've seen him homer in game, but just a strong right-handed hitter too, and I think Heartland's going to be a good get for him.
I'll round it out here. I'm going to take 2026 Ethan Carpenter from Evanston. He's still uncommitted. We saw him at the Chicago preseason ID at the Pullman Center, and as I'm going through this list. I don't know exactly what ranking was, but he was 79 miles an hour from the crouch. He had a 199 to a 205 pop time. And I watched the video, and I remember watching the video, helped write him up from the event, ranked that event. I think he's a well-rounded prospect. Like if you're looking for a guy that can catch and also hit, I like the swing. It was loose. It was pretty intentful, with some lift in there, like gap to gap. And then defensively, like we've got some video of him catching pens, got some video of him coming out of the crouch. It's clean out of the crouch. The arm, I like the way the arm works. It looks loose, quick. 97 EV, during BP. And then I just think he's a guy, like we've chose a couple uncommitted 2026s here. Like Ethan Carpenter deserves some love. So Ethan Carpenter out of Evanston, I will be very curious to see what happens with him as far as down the road and where he commits.